At long last, I've been given an opportunity to talk about my favorite knife in Team Fortress 2, the Kunai, right after the stock knife, the Your Eternal Reward, the Spy Cycle, and the Big Earner. But after all those four, is my favorite knife in Team Fortress 2, the Kunai, which might seem a little hard to get used to at first, but after that, I assure you're going to be having a lot of fun with this weapon. So this weapon was added in 2004 to appease Naruto fanboys, which at the time were very prominent in the TF2 community, but it actually ended up being a very interesting weapon design itself, despite how bad Naruto itself is. By starting off with 55 less health, you end up with 70 base health, but if you manage to actually succeed in getting a backstab, you'll go up to about 210, which is actually very useful for just chaining stabs over and over and over. Now, most spy mains would tell you that you need to time your kills and decide who you're gonna kill. Personally, I think you can just fucking swing your knife willy-nilly until you get a backstab, but hey, that's just me. Really though, it does take a lot of concentrated effort to pull off actual backstabs, and to prove it, I'm showing you some clips where I get some skill-based, When first spawning with this weapon, you're gonna have 60 health, forcing you to play it very safely because one meat shot or explosive will pretty much one-shot you. But after you manage to goat them into giving you that first backstab, you're pretty much free reign to do whatever you want. You have a bunch of backup health, and you can pretty much just keep chaining stabs over and over and over until somebody wises up and actually kills you. A lot of people are afraid of picking up this weapon in fear of being called a weeaboo, but I really recommend everybody try this because it does have its upsides, and I recommend everybody throw it in the trash can immediately afterwards because I still like the stock knife more.
If you know how I feel, why would you say that? Like, you put me in such an uncomfortable situation, like, you know I'm not happy, you know I tried.
Okay, I see your point. I guess this is situationally better than the stock knife. Take, for example, the situation where I conceivably should have been dead by now, but because I got that overheal, I'm free to walk out. Not that those NGs seemed to know what they were doing, mind you, but point is, I got out alive. I'm gonna walk up these stairs. I'm gonna sap this sentry. Looks like I found an idle engineer. There's no way this guy is just alive and just pretending to be idle. No, never mind, he's actually here. And now he's gonna run away because apparently he's afraid of confrontation. Didn't seem to work out for him. Here's a game called Who's Gonna Kill Me? Is the pyro gonna kill me? Nope, it was a demo night. This is post-commentary, but why did he just walk away? That's not even the best part of this. Look at the kill feed. What happened there? I'm gonna go investigate it, wonder where he was. Oh, I found him. He fell. Another post-commentary here. I found the engineer at his spawn. Took him a second to realize he was being assaulted by an enemy spy, and he managed to miss every shot, kinda like me. But I'm fascinated with that engineer. Be honest, didn't think I was gonna survive that one. Okay, I'm gonna step in now because I didn't actually say anything while I was in the game, but I'm about to pull off that thing I did earlier again. I'm starting to realize this might not be because the kunai is great, but rather because these engineers are really bad. But the kunai is still fun. I mean, I still would have died from the sentries or the 30 other players that were shooting me, so I'm happy with it. Another thing to note is that when you disguise as someone, their health will drain down to your 70. I don't have a joke prepared for this, I just thought you would enjoy the fun fact. You can negate the downside of this weapon by being healed by your friendly medic. Mostly, of course, you only have 105, but when you're a spy, that's basically all you need, which in a place like a pub, they're not really that abundant, but if you do manage to tag a medic, then you'll get that free healing. Same thing applies to Highlander, although most of the time you're not going to be in positions where you'll be healed, so if you are, you should probably reconsider your spy game. Another fun fact is the description of this weapon is a haiku 575. Again, I have not recited any jokes for this part of the video, but that is there. Overall, I would score this weapon a solid 9 out of 10. I definitely recommend you pick it up from your local GameStop. Oh, it's a nice weapon. I like using it. I had more fun than I expected to when I was pubbing with this thing. I can't say much for how it would do in competitive. I have heard it would do well, but I'm not going to say that as a fact because I do not do spy in competitive. I don't know who would subject themselves to something like that. I'll stay where it's at, which is of course heavy in Highlander, but that's beside the point. I would kind of like to see a knife which worked somewhat like the Highlander, maybe granting you 10 more complete permanent health after each backstab up to a maximum of something like 185. Obviously, it would not overheal you completely. Maybe something along the lines of 25 overheal for backstab, and if you die, it's all over. You're back down to 70 or 60 or whatever the hell it is nowadays. Yeah, that's it. Go buy it, or craft it, or whatever you guys do to get weapons these days.
Here is it. It's
very nice. The grab is very smooth.
Oh yeah, I'm like an ant favorite in this video.
Not leather, sorry.